I welded a piece of angle iron here. It's a bit crude looking, but anyways, it goes up here. And when you want to start the bike by hand, you just pull the lever up, put it in that notch I ground out, and this keeps it off the wheel completely so you can start it properly and more easily. Next, I'll show you how I put the spindle on the motor. What I'm going to show you today is how I mounted the spindle to the chainsaw here. So here's another Homelite 240, just like I used on that bike. Got the clutch off. Now all I used to do this is a bike spindle, the ones they use on stun bikes. And you got to put a lot of Loctite down there and a few lock washers because all the pressure is on the shaft and the spindle here. So that's basically it. Very important to use Loctite because it will come loose on you. Now what I did on the spindle here is, because all the knurls got used up, is I grabbed my angle grinder and ground out some lines in here, and that makes it grab a lot better. So depending on the motor you use, some of them may have a reverse thread nut, which is a lot better because once the motor spins, it's going to tighten itself, and that's preferred to use a reverse thread nut if your shaft is reverse thread. Thanks for watching my series on how to build a Redneck chainsaw bike. This is pretty well going to wrap it up for the series. My next project, I'm thinking of building something with a motorized engine as well. A mountain bike, but chain drive, which will be much better than friction drive like the chainsaw bike. So I'm thinking of using an engine like this. It's a Tecumseh 2-stroke motor. It's approximately 4 horsepower. It comes off of these little Toro snow blowers. It's 2-stroke, like I said, but only approximately 4 horsepower. I'd like to have something bigger. I'd like to have something around 6.5 horsepower to 9 horsepower. There's a place here in Canada called Princess Auto, the 6.5 horsepower, if you watch the sales. Or the 9 horsepowers too, they come on sale as well. So I'm going to have to save up for that, and I'm going to have to save up approximately 50 bucks for the clutch that's going to go on there. I'm going to use a number 35 chain clutch, centrifugal clutch. If there's a lot of demand for these videos, I may just start a new project in a couple months. Let me know what you guys think. If I get a lot of requests or ideas, I may just do that. Right now I just got to take a break because it did take a lot of time to make that chainsaw bike. The hardest thing on that bike was to get the spindle to not slip on the tire. So you got to have the right spring there and the right pressure on there. But besides that, it wasn't too bad. I already had some knowledge about how it worked, so that made it a lot easier. And the only thing I don't like about the spindle friction type thing is that when you get water on it, it slips. Basically becomes useless. So my next project's going to be a mountain bike with a motor on it, but chain driven, which can be used anytime regardless of what the weather's like. So we'll see how that goes, and thanks for watching.